Good morning, guys. I've never done one of these videos before, maybe like, I don't know, like Johnny FD style, but just show you maybe how we live here. I live with Dimitri in Kramatorsk and just got a new package from Nova Post today. See this nice fleece? All right, so this is Sneagle, and in Sweden, this is like expensive for Sweden, but everything they make is good. That's my backpack from Sneagle. That's my big Bergen I came here with because I thought it was like World War III, or I thought it'd be like the Falklands War or something. We'd be hiking 100 miles. So Ukraine Express today has just sent 5 of these packs. I mean, these are really, really, really good. 5 of these, 5 of the fleeces. I bought one of these the other day. You guys are telling me to be careful. I don't get killed with like what's it, carbon monoxide. I'll just show you around a bit. So what this is, this pumps up to be a ball, and you hook it to your car exhaust, so you can change a tire just by using your car exhaust, and you don't need a flat surface. So I'm really, really excited about those. Those are the radios over there. Let's see what I've got. I'll show you. I haven't got through to that kit yet. That's part of those are the dick catheter bags. Don't give out many of those. I'll show you. Trench candles, we make those here in Ukraine. Now you don't want to put those in a blindage. That's like an overhead protection in a trench. But those will really take the edge off in the cold. So I keep my clinical supplies there. Neck immobilizer. What have I got here? These are more uptights or IFACs, individual first aid kits. The video's kind of all over the place. What I really end up getting a lot of is lidocaine. I don't know why lidocaine always comes my way, but that's a localized numbing agent. Then you get random shit like this. Like I didn't even know what this was. Basically, that's a calorie. It's for long-term care. More dick catheters in there. But I just try to maintain everything. So this is what Donbas taxi really is all about. So you got your compressed gauze, got some hip slings there. This here is basically mostly your Israeli bandages. So that's got a pressure cup on it. Those ones do. So you apply that directly over to the wound. And we're seeing a lot of the old school American ones lately. I really like those for the size of them. They just don't have the pressure cup. Over on this side, hemostatic agents. So that's a granule powder. And then you've got the hemostatic, let's show you here, actual hemostatic gauze. That's basically, if you stick that into a wound, like an open artery, if you can plug it good enough, that'll stop the bleed in about 3 minutes. Sometimes, most of the time. So you got your chest seals right here. What have we got up here? So that's all ketamine. This is my narcotics. I kind of got cleared out yesterday because Gore came around, a new unit I'm helping out. Tranexamic acid, that is a blood clotting agent. That's probably one of the most needed things. And I always tell foreign volunteers, like paramedics when they come here, because it's not a controlled substance, bring that. You know, you won't go to jail if you get caught with that in Germany off the plane. You got your fentanyl. I understand America and Canada have quite a problem with that. You got morphine, got your ketamine. And I keep over on this side. See, I've got very limited supplies right now. Midazolam, antibiotics, amoxiclavalin, ondansetron, dexamethasone, dexaketaprophene. That's for your concussions. And then again, we got more antibiotics. So then you got your atropine. So that's basically if you get the nerve agents, which Putin never used. I think it was May 18th, 19th, some sort of Russian holiday. We all thought we were going to get bombed. So we got it in the ampules, the 5 ampules. But by the time you drew that up, you'd be dead. So this is the actual dosage. Sorry. And then you're good to go. I'll show you around. So Dimitri kind of lives in the hallway these days, and it's just kind of become a storage. Now, Dimitri's of the mind to me, have as much stuff as you need, because most NGO types, like I've got people now that really support me, probably about 5, and I never have a goal, like where to put anything, because how do I know until I know, right? But like most people don't want to deal with me because they're like, oh, I needed to go to this place. But if they didn't ask for it, what's the point? So, you know, like, just nice to have 100 tourniquets so I can give 10 out where they're needed at the time. I'll show you my little bag of tricks here as well. So I just got this the other day because I rock 7.62. You never know what you're going to get. Always leave the fuses out. But what I'm really, really happy with, let me see if I can find it for you. So this is like the old school Soviet ammo. We started getting a lot of that when we started taking Luhansk Oblast. I think they give that to the DPR. The Chechens usually have better. But your standard rounds, there we go. Wait, that's 5.45. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. People just give me random shit. Like what am I going to do with that? Here we go, more grenades. But the best thing we got in the whole Ukrainian army, basically, from Kharkiv, once it started going on. Okay. So that's your standard 7.62 by 39. Hold on. I think this is one. Let me see. Aha. Yes. So basically, the armor-piercing rounds, as you can see here, those are quite deadly. We never really had those in Ukraine. But then once we started going to the liberated territories, everything the Russians left behind. So I just keep a mag of those loaded just in the side door of the car in case I run into any Shahil drones. Because that's really nice. I think it is anyway. I think there's a drone flying around Kramatorsk right now. Because it sounds a bit like the Battle of Britain outside. That's basically it. I always like to deliver on site, but there's some people I'm starting to get to know, like some of the SSO, the Gore boys. They come over here, have a nice cup of tea, go through a bit of supplies, and it's a nice trip to Kramatorsk for them. They get to go to the supermarket and, you know, see a couple people a day. I really like that. You know, it's nice to get down there. It's nice to go right to the source and get the feel-good factor. And I won't lie, I get it too. That's what a lot of these small NGOs want. They want to go right to the point. But if they're willing to come to me too, and it gets them off the line, and they can go order a pizza or whatever, it's win-win. Sometimes we even have a pizza for them. But yeah, that's what I like. Put that other grenade. So that's an East German toilet. I did an Instagram reel just about Dimitri's toilet once, and without a collab and by myself before I got famous, it got 13,000 views. Some people just like these things. See if we got any water at all. God. We got no water. Fuck. I was gonna have a shower today. Guess not. There, take a check. I'm making a documentary. We're gonna party, babe. You and me. After the war. Забираю. We go everywhere. Paris, New York, Часов Яр. Going to New York, taking with you. Ciao. Now you see, Dimitri, I learned all my ways with women, or at least the way of the babushka. For years I practiced my craft at Tesco supermarkets in England. Now all the guys are always going for the hot, young, pretty one. I went straight to the babushka, you know, because then I could practice all my chat-up lines, and they'd roll their eyes and they'd like, try again tomorrow. But like over the years, I learned to talk to the ladies by working my antics in places like that.
That works.
Well, it works for me anyway. All right, get out. There you go. What you doing? All right, so this is Stu. He's a functional alcoholic mechanic from Scotland. Just. Yeah. And we got Chris here, who's a flight paramedic, who's unemployed right now. And here, let me show you. Yeah. What have we got going on here? Ah, the battery's been disconnected. Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah. Well, that's the first thing, isn't it?
We'll try that.
I'll let you get to work on this.
Yeah, no worries.
And I'll start priming some of the other generators. Yeah, say hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi. You look trustworthy. Are you Christian?
What's the right answer?
I don't care. It's just the truth. It's just you look like one of those like good, decent American Christian types.
Well, I'm red-blooded God fearing American, that's for sure.
Okay, well you're ginger, so you should be fearing something.
Right. So this one I'm real pleased with, because this is one of the LPG generators, and just have a look at this. So I've got it running on petrol and now on LPG. We're going to see how this works, what the consumption's like. Look at that beauty. And Connor & Son's a really good brand, actually. It's like the best German Chinese stuff you can buy. So I've got these three here, 5.5 diesels. The alternators have got to be recoiled with copper. And I got one in Kiev like that too. And that, Stu, say, I can't do your best Scotty impression.
I can't do my best Scotty impression.
You know, from Star Trek, because you're Scottish.
Give me up, Scotty.
You're crap. I'm well pleased with that.
But I figured if Bald and Bankrupt can do it, and so can I. Say hi again, Dimitri.
Hi.
See, like, you're my Johnny and I'm Bald. Anyway, so here I'm going to show you a Soviet Produkty. And here you can buy all sorts of dead pickled fish as well. Okay. And that's nice. And then we can move over to the dairy and to the sausages as well. And then we have the lovely pastries on that side. All the breads and all the smiles. No smiles. But good coffee, right, Dimitri?
Yeah, good coffee.
And there you can fill up your water at rock bottom prices. What is that? 1.5 hryvnia a litre?
Yep.
See, I can read. And this is basically what fuels the Ukrainian army.
Oh, hell yeah.
No. Green energy, non-stop.
If I'm not mistaken, like, I think someone banned the military from drinking non-stop due to, like, people having seizures and shit.
No, but they have army issue non-stop now. Did you not know about that? Like, it's not for resale, like army issue non-stop.
Nice.
Dimitri's got a crush on her, but he's never asked her out. But actually, I don't need to whisper here because nobody, well, you never know, there could be a spy. But yeah, she used to work at the shawarma shop, and now she works here with her mum. And I think Dimitri should ask her out on a date. What do you guys think? She has a boyfriend. Oh, speed bump. Anyway, just in case, I don't know if I filmed this one earlier, but this came from my friend Seth from the Netherlands. This is a real nice one for an ambulance, 1200 watt. And the 3.3. We got a home for that at a medic point in Chassav Yard tonight. So that'd be good. I'm quite pleased with that, Seth. Like, really pleased. Anyway, time to go to Trudeau Market. So, I think we'll get some Toblerones, just because there's this nice lady that Dimitri said we should buy Toblerones for. And then... Karuna, apparently that's from Lithuania, and one of you guys said that they're really happy to see that that's in Ukraine, so we'll buy some more of that too. Get more of them. Right, so that's enough of that. What we get over here, I think she's got better selection over on the other side, but you can never go wrong with a bit of cheese either. What does Dimitri want? If Nika was here, she'd want that oat milk. But Nika's not here anymore. Sorry, guys, to disappoint. I'll get some yogurt. I don't really like the pineapple shit. So, one of my favorites. I like that milk. We'll get some Rashanka. There's like a million different types of dairy. I can't get that stuff in the green stuff because I'm going to shit myself. I'll learn my lesson there. Sorry. More than you needed to know. So what I really like about this one is they've got all the nice fresh bread. The other one, I don't know if it's different supplies or if it just goes so fast. Don't know what loaf I want to get here, but they've always got nice little pastries as well. just like my nan used to make, but I didn't like, but I eat anyway, because it was your nan. So I got a dark loaf. Do I want a white loaf? No. I'll get another dark loaf. Hell, I'll get another one of that just because the texture's so nice. What's wrong, Dimitri? You earn us some money.
Huh?
And look what we got here. I'm gonna have a slice right now. Smash into that. How do we heat it? Oh. So I got pickles on a pizza. I actually really like it. I don't think that works. Like, if you open a Tinder account in Ukraine and say, hey, I'm in Ukraine. They're like, yeah, well, I would fucking hope so. No, but, like, because of the things we do, and it's not even, like, heroic, like, first line shit. Well, sometimes, a few times. But we're like giga chads to the outside world, you know, so. I've even had random guys on YouTube write that I'm a giga chad.
Nice.
I didn't even know what Chad culture was, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what Zoomers, Kumas were. But there's these funny Wojak videos. Have you ever seen them on YouTube?
Oh yeah, the Wojak.
Yeah.
The sad Wojak videos.
I call him Wojak, but... Yeah, how he lost his mind on Bitcoin and shit. I never made no money off Bitcoin. But, anyway. Like... The Instagram algorithm was very pro Dimitri, so I'm just filming this shit for YouTube now and see how they like. I'm just trying to introduce Dimitri to you. Like, I'm hoping that you guys are warm to Dimitri like me. Like, well, no, like, not like Nika, not like me, like how I love Dimitri. So that's why I'm kind of doing one of these. Yeah, I do love you.
I love you too.
When I got blown up in that minefield there, they brought me to the AT4 position, then to a house. Dimitri came into East Soledar at night to look for me. Name it. Who'd come to East Soledar? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Philip will get you there, but he won't get you out. So anyway, I bought these 4 pizzas, and I'm thinking of trying to make a pizza delivery with Donbas Taxi, because we brought that one pizza for Elena that time. And she was like, oh! But what do you think? Yeah, we're heating the pizza on an infrared heater. It works. What? Just so you can take in the scenery, the decor. Dimitri's socks and underwear hanging up there. You're not looking at porn, are you? Or are you on Deep State?
I'm on Deep State, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Telegram with my developers.
Yeah?
I have a call with my boss in about 30 minutes.
And he hasn't fired you yet?
Well, I hope he doesn't fire me.
No.
Well, we can't post this online now.
Yeah, I can do it. It's just that. He's not going to fire you because you're a great worker. It's just like we have power outages in Ukraine. So when there's power outages, you might as well go fuck up Russian shit.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? At least that's the way I see it. Anyway. It's good pizza. So, I'll show you what else I'm going to do and then I'm going to sign off for the night. So I've got plenty more toe straps because people are always burning through those, but you never think to buy them. I've got a shitload of... Don't mind me, guys, with pizza. I've got more MPAs. That American boy today shit on me all over. He's like, you can't use MPAs for his parameters. Like, shut up. But seriously, I wouldn't want to use a hard one like that. That's what she said. And what else have we got here? Got more litters. I've got more everything, really. Look at these winter socks that Enrico sent me. Those are nice. Yeah, and then we got to empty it all out again. So I keep, basically, so everything airways there, MPAs, those are the ones that go up your nose, OPAs, oral, yeah, you like oral. You got your decompression needles there, that's all your TACMED. There's your tourniquets. I've got more there. I've got a shitload more chest seals, hemostatic gauze. That's what stops the bleed. Special type of gauze. See, there's your chest seals. Probably sitting in about 100 of those right now. And I've got all the Israeli bandages up there in the top. So basically an Israeli bandage them around, but they got a little pressure cup, so you like an inverted bowl, well, a bowl that goes straight into the wound. So those are always popular. What else we got here? More compressed gauze. I got another box of those, and got some pelvic slings. So there you go. These are always good. I've got about 10 of those right now, which is really, really good. And I got the Sam brand. Those are the same ones that do the Sam splint. And I've got one junctional tourniquet. So if that's a tourniquet, if you get cut one down here, like if you get your dick blowing off, basically, well, near enough too, and you just wrap it around, and you go pump, 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 pump. One time, I shouldn't really be telling you about this, but there was a guy that got his nut cut, like, you know, what way are you hanging, to the left or to the right? And during a training one time, he was like, ah, my dick! So that stuff happens too. But anyway, we'll see how this all works out, my ramble today.
We were discussing a depressing moment, actually.
What?
We were discussing amputees and like the life of amputees after, like, you know, they lose a leg.
Yes.
And the medic guys, they were saying that males who lose like the bottom half of their torso, usually their first question is when they get conscious,
how's my dick?
Back, how's the dick? And when they tell them that like they weren't able to save it, they just like go into spiraling deep depression right there and then. Basically. Yeah. I mean, sad.
What if you lost your dick?
I'd be fucking depressed.
So sort this out. And we've got one generator to deliver tonight to a medic that Dimitri knows, just so happens to be female.
To my friends. These
I'm an object.
Really cool sleeping bag for -25, and
I want you guys to hear this. Hold on. So you're talking about the Kiev Sabachka cult, like my fan club?
Yeah, your fan club.
Yeah.
Which is also my fan club as well.
Mm-hmm.
The guys we were drinking coffee with.
Yes, yes.
There's actually a way bigger group. There was like 14, 15 people. And it was formed, that specific group was formed when everybody ran away from Kiev. But these people, they decided to stay, and they formed this like local bunker community.
Mm-hmm.
And so they basically spent like the first 3 months of war pretty much together in the same bunker, and they got like really close. And one time they're like, hey, we have a present for you. So they gave me this thing. Because I like made
Dimitri's new sleeping bag.
Yeah.
It's really nice, got fleecy. There's not like semen in there or anything, is there?
No, I keep it really clean.
Okay, good.
Best part of all is like I stick my head in here and I like cover myself
Oh,
up.
mate, that's sweet. Just have your nose out, you know.
Yeah, just have my nose out and be like really, really warm.
That's a nice sleeping bag.
And
those guys are nice people. They sent me a gift too. But
I told them basically that the fucking Russians blew out my windows and it's winter coming.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, here's a sleeping bag for you.
I should show people those windows. Cause I remember when that happened. Here we go. I'll show you. So basically, you got this one.
The glass is still there. We never cleaned up the glass.
No, I'm not bothering to go out there. You got all your wires hooked up. So yeah, I mean that blue, and all the ones out there, but one of them still oddly enough intact.
Because it's the only one that opened when the shockwave hit.
Yeah, yeah.
And, basically, the fact that it opened, it compensated the shockwave. Yeah, but now it's a big storage room. We got a bunch of supplies for the military guys.
And your dirty socks.
And those are clean, actually.
I'm not giving them a sniff test.
Those are my spare clean socks.
Right. You never know what Dimitri's got. He's got all kinds of goodies. Anyway. So basically, I'm going to slab this video together. But in conclusion, today we primed a lot of generators. So let me see. The petrol ones I gave 2 to Valentine, with the other one that runs on LPG gas, which is really cool. The guys were like, you know, so I've got one of those left. I've got high hopes for those. So I gave the National Guard guys one of those petrol generators because they store all our stuff. They have one diesel one for their mobile welding team. But it's like, I kind of feel guilty. Like when I store stuff there, those guys are good as gold. And they see me rocking up with like BF Goodrich tires. And they say like, your Shinlo, your tires? And I was like, yeah. So I gave them one of the generators. Like, it's good to be good to everyone. It's hard not to give away stuff, even though you got to prioritize. But they should have the best too. So we primed all the generators. The big red ones, those were from my last, I bought like 20 of them. 4 of them have problems with the alternators. And what it is, so an alternator provides power from the engine to power everything. Same in your car. You know, to power your windows, to power your starter, to power everything. The alternators, it's copper wound around inside. I've never actually seen one till today. Stu ripped them apart, and they're aluminium painted copper color. Like, how Chinese shit is that? The engines are brilliant, but you know, they just try to skimp out a little bit, you know. Anyway, so we'll fix that. That's going to take some time, but we're going to rip out all the alternators, and I think I'll send them to Dnipro. So that's generators. We got to deliver one to Chasiv Yar tonight, one of the petrol gasoline generators. The guys are really impressed with the one that runs on LPG. Like, all the army boys were around like, never seen that before, you know. So I think we might try to get more of those. It's impossible to decide what's good, but because it runs on propane gas, you could run that indoors like for a very long time. Like, nobody would die of carbon monoxide, you know. So I could work in like a big warehouse. Wouldn't bring that to Bakhmut though, because the tank, it'd be like, Putin, ya tut, you know, Russians, I'm here. That wouldn't work. But I'm always, you gotta try things, you know. But no, Stu's a really good guy, a Scottish mechanic. He came, replaced my alternator on the Pajero that blew up in Kramatorsk this summer. And he's back. He's signing a contract with the Legion as a mechanic, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Apparently they got a Scouser there. That means someone from Liverpool. Yeah, so he's going to go join them. And I'm glad. I think he's found his place. But the other lad, you probably seen in the video briefly, Chris, he's an air paramedic, like a flight paramedic. And those guys are usually, that's like the highest qualified paramedic. My friend Jordan Cyril's one of them, ambulances for Ukraine. And he can't find a job, doesn't speak Russian or Ukrainian. And he's really struggling to find one. And he's here kind of twiddling his thumbs and he's frustrated. That's a lot of people in Ukraine. You know, I get people messaging me all the time. I'm an EMT, you know, I want to come help in Ukraine. I was like, sorry, mate, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm real polite about it, but I wonder if people think I'm rude. But his qualifications, I mean, he's taught me a load of things today, just driving, you know, about protocols and parameters around medications. And he can't find work. You know, that's... So when people ask me from America, like, oh, I want to come to Ukraine? I was like, yeah, good luck. I'm not being rude. That's just the reality of it. Because what's a flight paramedic doing helping me lift generators for the day? Because he got nothing else to do. And he seems like a real good guy. But anyway, that's just a video I'm going to slap together and show you like a day in our life. And see how it goes. Maybe we'll get 20 minutes footage out of it. I don't know. Johnny tells me I should always be shooting for 20 minutes in the videos. Starsky too. But it'll be what it'll be. Because I've noticed my viewers have gone down lately. I don't know if it's the time I publish. Basically, I think I got to publish it on an American-friendly time, because that's 25% of my audience right there. And then the more views, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, or it's like a snowball effect. But anyway, experimented.